Good morning, Vietnam, from the world-renowned mountain resort of Ba Na Hills. We're going to start things off today with a little cable car ride. Now, it's not just any cable car, it's actually the longest cable car in Vietnam. It's also the longest cable car in Asia. And I think you know what I'm going to say next. This is the longest cable car on the planet. Let's go check it out. Now, entrance to the resort and a round-trip cable car is around £30 when booked online, which isn't cheap for Vietnam. If you want to know what kind of place this is, instead of Highlands coffee, there's a Starbucks. Now we're around 20 miles from the city of Da Nang here. Nice easy bus ride this morning, around 45 minutes. The weather today, as you can probably see, it's going to get a little warm. I think it's as high as 36 on the real feel, including humidity. So it's going to be warm. There is some clouds up there, so hopefully I don't get burnt to a crisp today. Now, given how busy it is, they're probably going to cram us in, and it's probably going to be a little bit warm. So now's the bit where I hit the video montage. Cable car took about 17 minutes from the bottom to the very top, and I know what you're thinking, what the hell's going on up here? It looks very European, doesn't it? I think that's supposed to be the vibe. Feels like I could be in some sort of fortress in France or something. Let's go and explore. It all feels a bit Disney World up here. And speaking of Disney World, I see a roller coaster. Let's go. Right, the roller coaster isn't included in the price of a ticket. It costs 70,000 dong, which is about £2.20. I'm nearly there now, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to film. Much like Asia Park yesterday, which I'm not sure if you've seen or not yet. They tell you not to hold the selfie stick or the camera gimbal, but we'll see if we can get away with it. Well, this is about the best I can do. I'm hands-free now because I'm being pulled back up into the faux castle ahead. I have to say it was pretty fun, but I got stuck behind an old Korean lady and she was going kind of slow, so you have to stay 25 meters behind the person in front, and she might have slowed my ride down a little. Never mind. The Alpine roller coasters ended in some underground amusement park, and I've got no idea how to get out. I'm just trying to escape at the minute. We're now trying to find the main attraction in Ba Na Hills, the Golden Bridge, which if you Google Da Nang, even though we're technically not in Da Nang, it'll be one of the first things you see. However, it's not immediately obvious how we get there. So we're just trying to figure it out. See you in a minute, hopefully. Okay, turns out we had to get in another cable car. Problem solved. Now reached the Golden Bridge, 1400 meters above sea level, which is about 4,700 foot. High above the clouds here. I've switched to the wide angle lens to try and give you a better view of exactly what I can see over the side here. I'm not sure whether the hands hold some kind of significance, maybe in Vietnamese mythology, or whether they just did it for artistic purposes because it looks cool, but I think you'll agree that it does. If you do come here and you want to get some decent photos, the cable cars start running from 7:30 AM and you probably need to make sure you're there on the dot and run here to get here without the crowds, because otherwise, as you can see, it's a little bit impossible. Having not really looked at the map, I have no idea what's around the corner here. Now we seem to be in some kind of Versailles flower garden. I will say the obvious criticism here and get it out of the way. Everything looks very nice, but it does feel very fake. You have to remember we're in Vietnam and this all feels a bit random. Apparently we're now in the Netherlands. Tour around the world on a Vietnamese mountain. Another Buddha, not quite as big as the lady one in Da Nang, but still pretty impressive. We're going to cross the bridge, back to the bit that looks like Disney World now. I'm going to switch to the wide angle lens and put you up in the air. There's actually way less people now on the bridge than when we arrived, so maybe it goes in fits and spurts, so you just got to pick the right moment. the underground lair. With an assortment of strange fairground rides and fried food. Going on that last ride, which I don't know how it looks on camera yet because Vivi filmed it for me, but it was pretty tame. It wasn't that good. So now we're going to try this. It looks like a haunted house mixed with Laser Quest. Let's go. We're vlogging on the ghost train. Smuggled the camera in. And now, where else would I end up? With dinosaurs. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Enough messing around, back out into the real world, or at least the fake French world. Just to remind you, I'm 4,700 foot up a mountain in Vietnam. Very, very strange. Away from the castles of Strasbourg and up the steps to the Vietnamese temple, because that's perfectly normal in Ba Na Hills. That's goodbye from France, something like that. Time to go and jump on the world's longest cable car once again and head back down to ground level. We're back on ground level. Let me know what you thought about Ba Na Hills. It's very weird, but it's very fun. I'll give it that. If you want to see the journey down the mountain, look out for a video posted right here on YouTube. There's a reel, and also on my Instagram page. As always, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe for more travel adventures, and I'll see you next time.